Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Cerebral Smack Talk live on YouTube and StreamYard.com. It's Gwendolyn F. Michael Fletcher alongside the boys, Anthony Floyo, Michael Bullock. Gentlemen, we're just going to dive right on in, and we're just going to start it off with Smackdown Live that went down last night. And I believe this one was a live episode, but I do know that they do have a taped one coming up where they're going to do 2 weeks so that they could give the guys a Thanksgiving break more than anything else. So we will um, start it off. So it basically comes off, starting it off with Cody Rhodes cutting a promo. Of course, Nick Aldis, uh, because they showed the footage of what happened to Randy Orton. Uh, and basically he demanded. So Cody Rhodes came out and basically mentioned that he wanted Kevin Owens. Nick Aldis comes out and said, "Well, sorry, that's not going to happen um, because I basically just, you know, I got to put the authority down." So he's like, "Yeah, I can't do it. This is not one of those situations." And all this kind of pretty much was saying that, he's got to put the foot down on this one. And that's basically the whole kid caboodle. So it was so it was somewhat disappointing, to say the very least, because Cody wants some revenge on Owens for what happened to Randy Orton. A lot of people's been harping to Cody about what had happened. Cody's kind of taking responsibility because he kind of started this. He feels like, hey, I'm the one that started this. I created the monster. I made this mess. So at least he's owning up to it. Um, some fans out there feels like too little, too late. You should have nipped this in the butt when you had the opportunity. And then there's others who's like, at least Cody's doing the right thing by saying that, hey, all right, I messed up, and now I want to take matters into my own hands. The rumor going around is that the closest that they're going to get is either Survivor Series or Uniondale, Long Island, New York, Nassau Coliseum, Saturday night main event. That's also been talked about. That could possibly come down the pipeline. So we do know that there is a Saturday night's main event coming up in Uniondale or Long Island, New York. And oh, by the way, just to let you folks know, there will be a second show, a second Saturday night's main event, because this has just been confirmed. I think it was confirmed just a few days ago. Date and location has not been announced yet for that show, but we do know about the Uniondale Long Island show, and they're talking about maybe Cody versus Owens for the undisputed WWE title as the marquee match. Now, I'm not calling it main event because Saturday night's main event was always backwards. They always gave us the main event first. They always gave us one of the bigger fights of the night right out of the gate, or at the end of the first hour of Saturday night's main event, because you remember it used to be a 90-minute show. So halfway into that show, we normally used to get the mega fight, the main event match, the one that would be like the showcase fight for Saturday night's main event. And I kind of feel like this time around, if I'm WWE, I would do that. I would throw this fight out. Let this be the big fight of the night. Maybe halfway through the show, you throw this main event match right at us, right out of the gate. You know, if you want to start out big, give it to us right at that 8 o'clock hour. Or what they used to do this used to be right in the middle of the show. 45 minutes in, an hour into the show, throw us this championship fight, because that's how convoluted Saturday night's main event used to be. We never, ever, ever, ever had the main event fight at the end of the show. Yes, later on, when they revamped it, they gave us the main event fight. But I kind of feel like if you're going to go old school, if you're going to give us, you say you're going to give us the graphics, you're going to give us that feel of like the old school Saturday night main event, then do that. Give us the main event fight right out of the gate. Give us that fight, or halfway through that show, give us the championship fight. Be that wacky, convoluted. I know people are going to get pissed. I don't give a shit. Anthony Florio, it's all yours, because us guys, knowing Saturday night's main event, how it used to be, that's how they used to do it. They never, ever, ever gave us the main event at the end of the show. They used to give it either right away or about maybe halfway into the show. And you know that.
I do know that. And let's talk about this opening segment last night here. I loved the fire Cody Rhodes showed here. We haven't really seen that since WrestleMania season. The only thing is we got no real answers, though. Kevin Owens is being kept away as they handle matters, quote unquote, internally, 2 more shows before Survivor Series. I find it peculiar that Survivor Series, one of the biggest shows of the year, and as of right now, unless they throw a major curveball at us, you don't have your WWE champion on there, especially Cody Rhodes, the face of the company, right here and right now. I find that that's a little odd to me, if I'm going to be honest with you. But I understand you want to hype up Saturday night's main event, which I think is the right thing to do. And in all honesty, they should do it the old school way. They should give us the main event right out of the box. That's exactly how it used to be back in the day. When the show first started, first match right out of the box was almost always what would be the main event of the show. And if WWE gets it right, that's exactly what they will do here. So I'm with you, MF. I want to see the main event match right out of the box. And if people don't like it, well, too bad, so sad, right? So you'll have to get over it. So, but all in all, very solid promo here. Like I said, the fire from Cody was amazing. It's something we haven't really seen since WrestleMania season, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing where this goes. And if you want to make Survivor Series a big deal show, you would put this match on it. But if they decide to hold it off until Saturday night's main event, I'm fine with that too. So, besides, when it comes to Survivor Series, there's only one match that's going to sell this show alone, and that's the War Games match. So, there's really nothing more for me to add on to this. So, solid way to start it off. Great fire from Cody here. So, there isn't much more to say. Michael Bullock, I mean, where does this go from here? I'm thinking Saturday night's main event. I think that's what they're going to do here. I think it should be at Survivor Series.
Well, and the thing is also you already have a world title match going down at Survivor Series with the World Heavyweight Championship. So, and basically, like you just said, when it comes, what's the highlight of it? The War Games. So, and you know how long those matches go. So
they normally take about an hour. Normally about 30, 45, maybe an hour, because remember, you're gonna have 10 people in that War Games. The first round is 5 minutes long, and then every other subsequent round is 2 minutes apiece. Once you get through once everybody's in the ring, the match beyond begins, and then God knows how long that takes.
Yeah, and when you got men with the men's and women's war games,
yeah,
combined with that, it's 2 hours. So
yeah,
you really don't need a lot of matches to go with the Survivor Series, because with the way these war games matches go, it's combined 2 hours. That takes up a good amount of time. So I think WWE would be smart to hold this off to hold off that undisputed WWE title match until Saturday night's main event, because
Great point.
you want to how do I say it? You want to you want to hype the return of Saturday night's main event and start it off in a big way. There's no better way to do it than with the undisputed WWE Championship. So I think they're smart to basically hold it off until then. I know there's going to be some people who say, "Oh, it should be part of Survivor Series," but again, like I just said, the 2 War Games matches takes 2 hours. You already have a world title match that's going to be going down at Survivor Series, so.
And I'm pretty sure they'll probably sprinkle in a couple of other fights. I mean, you don't necessarily need the WWE title on the line here, but I get it. But remember, there are going to be a few people out there that's going to be the stickler to the rule about, wait a minute, hold. You guys were always bitching about when Roman Reigns does not defend the title, that he wasn't defending the title 30 days, that he should be defending the championship. These are like the D.D. Woodson's people of the world. You know she's probably going to be coming out here saying, wait a minute, Ace, a spade is a spade. Where the hell is the criticism that Cody Rhodes is not putting the belt on the line every 30 days, every month? Where's that? Because that's the one thing that I think some of the traditionalists will come after us about, is that, wait a minute, you guys were always hammering about Roman Reigns. Why the hell are we not hammering Cody Rhodes over this?
Well, but the thing is, at least Cody Rhodes has defended the title, unlike Roman Reigns, when I don't know how many times he would do it during his run, but
I think from what I remember, I think he only defended it like a total of like 30. I think it was like 30, 31, 32 times, and that was during his entire 1,300. 1,000. What was it? 1,600.
1,316 days.
All right, so in that 1,316 days, I think they said he only defended it, I think, like 31 times.
Yeah, so, and Cody Rhodes has already defended it a little more this year than what Roman Reigns has done. Well, not close to.
I think he's pretty. I think right now he's on pace to have defended the title, I think, like maybe 10 times since he's won the title at WrestleMania. So, I mean, he has been defending the title, yes. I mean, but the thing is, here's the argument that I'm going to make for Cody Rhodes. What if he's been defending the title on house shows? You don't know that. We don't know that, because WWE never really. You got to dig down deep. Go into the internet to find out if he's actually defended a title or not.
I think he has.
Yeah. So that's the. But the thing is, now they're gonna say, oh yeah, well, where's the fucking proof? Where's the proof that he's defended the title? Where's all this stuff? Go on the internet.
And you know they're gonna say.
No. Go to Google it. Google the shit.
Well, those people. You know those people are going to say, "Oh, house shows don't count. It should be TV only." Well, to me, I don't give a shit.
That doesn't matter. That
It doesn't matter. Exactly. It doesn't matter. As long as you defend the title, whether it's on TV or on the house show, that's the only thing that matters. And if those people don't, and if people care about
those are those people, and I get it. These are the traditionalists. These are the old school. These are the because there's gonna be those blue blood type people that these are the ones that we always have to pick a fight with. These are the ones that we end up picking a fight with. It doesn't matter if it's IWC, YWC, whatever the hell it is. These are the same people that our friend, our colleague, he's always getting into these fights with. These are probably the same people that JD from NY have to deal with. These are people that we had to deal with. If you're on Discord, if you're on not Netflix, what am I talking about? TikTok, YouTube. These are the same people. These are the ones that they have their own opinions. They want it because the thing is, there's like a narrative. They want to push a narrative, or in this case, they want to push the goalpost because if Cody does this, okay, fine. Then you got to do this. You got to jump hurdles and everything else because they're holding that standard, not to Cody, but what the title means. What the WWE title means, the lineage, the history. And that's why you're getting a lot of people that are kind of going after Cody saying, wait a minute, if you're a true champion, why the hell are you not defending the title every month like it's supposed to be in the bylaws of WWE? Now they're going through it with a fine-tooth comb and they're nitpicking everything else. But the thing is, with us, this is a different day, this is a different era, this is a different time. And the thing is, whenever the WWE title is on the line, they make it into a spectacle fight. This isn't just professional wrestling. They're making it into a spectacle. Like tonight for the UFC, the heavyweight championship of the world is on the line in Madison Square Garden. This is a big night for TKO for the UFC. So that's what they're treating it as. It's no longer that, it's professional wrestling, it's this, it's that. No. Whenever the title is on the line, they're making it to be something more relevant, something more bigger than the title itself. Now, I get it. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to be bitching, moaning, and complaining about it. But again, different time, different era, different look. This is not the same WWE that I've been watching, that Bullock's been covering, that Anthony Floyo's been covering. Heck, and even Derek Ferrera. This is a different WWE.
It's a different era.
It's a different era. It's a different time. So I get it. And I get all the naysayers. Like, trust me, I was one of the big proponents. I was saying the same thing, especially when Roman was the champion. But it made sense. It makes sense now. Now that Cody's the champion, I get the criticism, I get the negativity, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big problem. And like I said, like we've been saying, Survivor Series is building it on its own. What's the main thing that they're going to be centering it around? War games. That is the main reason why we got.
And it's the main sell.
Yeah.
Main sell. And if people got a problem like, why isn't the WWE title being defended as part of the Survivor Series? But the thing is, I just made the point because these two War Games matches, they take close to 2 hours.
And the thing is,
you already got a world title match being part of it. You could sprinkle in a couple of other things.
Yeah, and the thing is, here's one other factor. The WWE Championship has not, and here's the thing, not every Survivor Series, the WWE title was defended. The title was never put on the line, especially in the early years of the Survivor Series when the traditional Survivor Series matches were in it. The champion was a part of the 10-man tag. The champion never put the title on the line. It wasn't until, I want to say, 1991, when the Greatest Challenge was the first time when the WWE title was put on the line, when Hogan fought The Undertaker.
Yeah.
And then yes, subsequently, there was some years where the title was put on the line, but there was years where the title was not on the line at Survivor Series.
So this is like the one time that I actually don't mind it, because you already got a world title being defended, and what's the main sell of it? War games.
Yep.
So if people got a problem with that, then you know what? Like you said before, Fletch, tough shit. So, and I know we're gonna probably get criticisms from all those, and I'll even go as far as to say all those AEW marks who try to poo-poo all over WWE. So, you know what? If you got a problem,
I don't think AEW marks will come after this, because, like we said, there's enough. They got enough issues.
They got enough problems.
They got enough issues going on with their company right now.
Yeah.
I don't think AEW. I don't think the AEW fans are gonna come after it. Now, I will understand the people that I do believe that will come after us would be the traditional wrestling fans. But again, I don't mind that criticism, because they do have a valid point. But again, different time, different era.
That's the thing they need to know. This is not like the 1980s, 1990s.
Or even early 2000s.
Or the early 2000s. This is not that. This is a new era. And if you can't adjust to the new era, then I hate to say it, but go watch something else.
You can do. Yeah.
Go watch something else. Because, and the thing is, this new era, especially under Triple H, is doing so good.
Did you hear this stupid rumor from, I think it was...
don't get me going on that. I heard it already. Vince Russo still saying...
About Russo? Yeah.
Oh, he's saying, Triple H is going to be out of WWE by 2025. This is why I can't stand that piece of shit, Vince Russo.
Yeah.
He comes up with so much false narratives. I mean, I get he's trying to get attention, but you really think he's going to leave WWE by 2025?
I mean... The only way that he leaves is if he has another medical issue. That's the only way I see Triple H
that's
leave.
The only way I see him going. But other than that...
But the thing is, he does make a valid point about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being a part of the board of TKO. So that may have something to do with it. I get it. But the thing is, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's got so many... hands in different projects, because you got
especially with movies.
I don't know about movies, because
I'm just saying
this latest one has not done. I don't know if you've been hearing about it, Bullock, but that latest movie, Red One, looks like a flop. So that's all.
But either way, Vince Russo. I mean, I can't stand him with it. It seems like whatever comes out of his mouth is full of crap.
Well,
I mean, that's why that's why you got so many people like Jim Cornette going after him.
Oh yeah, Cornette. The funny thing is, Cornette, I haven't not heard anything from Cornette yet. But anyway, let's move on.
But anyway, So anyway, to getting back to this, I think from what I heard was, I think Nick Aldis suspended him indefinitely. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah.
But either way,
I think it was an indefinite suspension, and actually I just read also $100,000 fine to Kevin Owens for the pile driver on Randy Orton.
Yeah. And like you said, Cody Rhodes He tried to call him out, but he's like, no, I already took action against him. So unfortunately, you can't have him. So
Yeah.
sorry. So yeah, so there's really nothing more to say. So let's move on to the next thing, Fletch.
First fight of the night, Bailey versus Candice LeRae versus B-Fab. This is the first round matchup that would determine in a tournament that will lead us to the first ever women's United States champion. Bailey moves on. She wins it in 10 minutes and 2 seconds. Anthony Florio, it is all yours.
As they fought into the break, it seemed like WWE booked this match to give B-Fab a lot of time in the ring. It was great to see her get some screen time on her own, but her inexperience was also put front and center. Even though this bout had a couple of sloppy moments, it had good energy and some fun moments. And B-Fab, like I said, does not have a lot of experience, but Bailey and Candice LeRae are so good that they masked some of her shortcomings. And the way Candice LeRae countered the Tower of Doom into a pin was really cool. And so Bailey moves on here. And we're going to have a series of 4. There's going to be 4 triple threat matches. This was the first. We got 3 more to go. And every woman involved are all exclusive to SmackDown. So this is going to be a SmackDown exclusive championship, which I believe will lead to a women's Intercontinental Championship on Raw down the road. We just don't know when. So Bailey advances here. She will meet the winner of next week's triple threat match, which is Bianca Belair, Chelsea Green, and Blair Davenport. If I'm going to be honest with you, Bianca wins that next week. And we also have Jade Cargill versus Mi Chin versus Piper Niven. I think Cargill's going to win that one.
Mm-hmm.
You got Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and Elektra Lopez. It's certainly not going to be Elektra. I'm going to tell you that right now. That one is it's between Naomi and Tiffany. Honestly, I really don't know how that plays out. But what I do know is that December 14, Saturday night's main event, that's when the finals will take place. So you just made Saturday night's main event even bigger. And come December 14th, we're going to crown the inaugural WWE Women's United States Champion. So that's a big moment for that. So I could give this about 3, maybe 3.25 for the effort here. No surprise with the outcome. I knew Bailey was going to win this one, but before the when I saw the brackets, I'm like, yeah, Bailey's winning this, no doubt about it. And so it's going to be very interesting to see who gets the big push here. Excuse me. So not much more. 3.25. Michael Bullock, outcome never in doubt, but Bailey now moves on. She'll meet either Belair, Chelsea Green, or Blair Davenport in the next round, and I believe Bianca Belair is going to come out of that. And if that's the case, oh, what a second round matchup in that tournament.
Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, because I got Bianca Belair winning as well. So 3 stars for me on this match as well. Yeah, the outcome to me was never in doubt. So nothing more to say. It's yours, Fletch.
Yeah, 3 stars. I thought they did a fine job with this one. It should have been better in. I'm not gonna say in every facet of the thing, but they did pretty good. It was pretty solid for what it was worth. But at the end of the day, I feel like the outcome was never in doubt. The right team won, in my eyes as well. And yeah, so there's really nothing more to add. Next up, we did have was LA Knight coming out, cutting a promo, interrupted by Legado de Fantasma, as it ended up being they ended up having a one-on-one fight, and it was Legado de Fantasma member Berto going up against LA Knight. LA Knight winning the match. I'm trying to get a time, so just give me a minute, guys, here. Let me see if I can find it. So While I'm trying to find the time of the fall, LA Knight wins the match. But after the match, boy, did we get a surprise. Shinsuke Nakamura's back and went right after LA Knight. Yeah, he's back. He's dangerous. And Michael Bullock, I think your boy is in trouble because look who's coming after your man.
And a different look for Shinsuke Nakamura.
I like it.
Oh man. If this Shinsuke Nakamura shows up against LA Knight, man, oh man, I hate to say it, but LA Knight's U.S. title is in serious danger. So, yeah, and I see the time was about 4 minutes. So, I'll give this about maybe one and a quarter. I mean, it was just a short match here. So, but yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura is back, and yeah, he's even more dangerous now with this new look. So, it's yours, Fletch.
New look, dangerous attitude, and Nakamura looks like he is about to destroy somebody. I mean, yes, it was Bertho. He won it in 4 minutes. Somewhat of a disappointing match, but it was about maybe two stars. But the look on Nakamura, he's got that MMA, he's got that anime type attitude. The paint looks absolutely flawless. And this guy, like I said, if this is the Nakamura we're gonna get, it's about to get crazy because this guy was the king of the strong style. He is the greatest IWGP Intercontinental Champion of all time. And on top of that, he was back then the leader of Chaos. Not Okada, but Nakamura was the leader of Chaos. And that group was absolutely ruthless and vengeful and didn't give a damn about anything or anyone. So now that's your little IWGP New Japan thing of the week, folks. So Nakamura coming back, and he had that no speak English, which was funny. But then you remember the anime vignettes, those little commercial things that they did, and it looked so damn good. And a lot of people's been saying, you know what? We're done with LA Knight. He's had his moment. He had his time. It's time to put Nakamura back where he belongs, in the championship picture with a title. So already the fans are already clamoring for Nakamura to become the next United States heavyweight champion. And quite frankly, man, if there's one guy that can snuff out the megastar and snuff out LA Knight, it is going to be the guy with the Kinshasa who drops that Bombay knee right to his freaking head and then shouts out, yow, as he takes the United States Championship from the beloved LA Knight. That would be such satisfaction for myself to see Nakamura on top again. So, Anthony Florio, it's yours.
Make him say wham, too. So, that's all I know. All right. Even though Berto and LA Knight are similar in size, they work very different styles. Berto is a fast-paced worker who employs high-flying offense, while Knight likes to use a wide variety of maneuvers. After a solid back-and-forth fight, Knight hit BFT for the win. If it had a few more minutes, this could have been one of the best matches we saw this week because I thought Berto and Knight had great chemistry. As the champion was celebrating, Shinsuke Nakamura blindsided him with an attack. LA Knight was shown turning down Sami Zayn's offer to be in War Games during a backstage segment. It looked like LA Knight enjoyed the crowd booing Logan Paul's name a lot, and I don't blame him. And Berto's springboard kick was awesome. He nailed LA Knight perfectly. Great to see Shinsuke Nakamura back. I mean, we did not see this coming, and I believe if anybody is going to dethrone LA Knight for the United States Heavyweight Championship, it will and should be Shinsuke Nakamura. You know, put over this new look, which I absolutely love the new look myself. This new, darker, mysterious Nakamura, and he hits that Kinshasa, he's going to make you say wham, and that's all I can say on that. I'll throw in some whams. I'll let Jesse the Body Ventura. So not much more to say on this. So only 2 stars. That's the best we can go for this one, in all honesty. So too short for my liking. I would have liked to have seen a little more, but, you know, there is a lot of stuff they needed to get on the show. So not everybody can have that much time, especially with a 2-hour show. When they go to a 3-hour show, well, we'll see what happens with that come January. But for right now, this is only 2 stars. So with that being said, I do believe this is where we get into. All right, another promo segment. Let's go. I love the promo segments. And this one right here is a very big deal because this is the latest chapter in the Bloodline War Games saga. MF set it up. I cannot wait to address this. MF, are you there?
Sorry, I forgot to unmute my mic. Yep, so Bloodline, it was the Bloodline thing. Everything kind of broke down. There was a major explosion. And then a monster showed up in the building. From Monday Night Raw, Big Bronson Reed shows up, absolutely just caused a whole bunch of damage. Guess what? Solo found his 5th. Bronson Reed now joins Jacob Fatu. He joins the Gorillas of Destiny and Solo Sikoa. The bloodline, the new Bloodlines team has their 5. They are complete. Oh boy, that's interesting because now Roman, what do you do? Who's your 5th? Now it becomes even more prevalent to get that number 5. Now, there's rumors about Seth Rollins being the number 5. Maybe it's just 2 other guys that also could be the number 5. Like I said, one is a beast that I mentioned about a week ago. But now I'm starting to hear rumors about maybe another one. And it has to do with a certain wise man. But unfortunately, the wise man's phone is disconnected. Roman tried to hit him up at the end of the show, and the number you can reach is no longer in service, meaning he's not there to help you, Roman. The wise man's gone underground. We can't find him. That was the story of the night. He called for Paul Heyman. He called the wise man. We all were like, yes, here we go. Then we heard that, and we're like, what?
I think we know why, Fletch.
Well, yeah.
Because remember, it was back earlier this year, after when Jimmy Uso was attacked by Solo.
Yep.
And Paul Heyman was trying to get the Roman on the phone. Solo took the phone and destroyed it.
Yeah.
So it's been all disconnected.
Yeah. So you're right. You're absolutely right. He did destroy the phone. He destroyed his phone. I don't think Roman realized. That's why he tried to call it. I don't think Roman realized that. Oh no. But he made it look. But if you really think about it, it makes it look like Roman felt like, oh no, I've been betrayed by my own wise man. No, Roman. Remember, Solo destroyed his phone. That's why there was no way he can get in contact with you. But I'm pretty sure another guy from if they're able to find communication, I'm pretty sure other members can get their hands on Paul Heyman. Like, I don't know, someone who can be considered the best in the world. So, I mean, yeah, Florio, I'm just gonna park it there. It's yours.
Segment of the night, no doubt about it, and a developing situation as Big Bronson Reed has now joined the New Bloodline team. The New Bloodline have their 5 for Survivor Series War Games. The OG Bloodline need a 5th man, and let the speculation begin. And Sami Zayn and the Usos were shown telling Roman Reigns they were unable to find a 5th member before Solo's bloodline made its way to the ring. The OG Bloodline soon followed. They all immediately started brawling. Roman saved Sami from an amniotic spike before he and Jacob Fatu had a standoff that was interrupted by Bronson Reed. He helped Solo and his crew take out everyone in the OG Bloodline. And absolutely outstanding segment here. And of course, now Roman unable to get in touch with Paul Heyman. And, me being the investigative reporter that I am, I noticed a little something last night. And I strongly feel this needs to be addressed. And I'm going to address it right here and right now. Did you guys notice Sami going into his pockets during that little backstage moment? If you noticed it, he was going into his pocket for something, and honestly, it's another wrinkle in this storyline. What do you think it means? I think that it looked like there was a phone sticking out of his pocket, but he put it back in. So it could either mean something huge, or he just didn't want to bring his phone with him to the ring. And a lot. That's a lot going on. And we're just going to have to wait and see what that is. So,
well, you remember the guys were also mentioning about maybe contacting Seth Rollins.
Yes. Contacting Seth Rollins. And
so you got that.
Yep.
And LA Knight was offered, but he said no.
Of course.
The thing is,
already Rey Mysterio turned him down.
Yeah.
Yep, Rey turned him down.
I mean, the only people we haven't heard yet from is obviously, is there a possibility that maybe Heyman can get through? Because here's the thing, he can't get to Roman, but is it possible that because maybe he's lost the number, because remember with the phone being destroyed, but is it possible that Heyman may be in contact with a Sami Zayn, with a Jey Uso, with a Jimmy Uso? Could one of them be able to get in touch with Roman, with Paul Heyman, and then maybe in turn could help Roman in that battle? Maybe give them that 5th and final man that they're looking for. Because again, if you're talking about Paul Heyman, like I said, there's a couple of guys you can get. There's Brock Lesnar. There's CM Punk. Now, I know the Punk thing would be a little bit could he definitely do it? Would he actually do it? I don't know. Brock Lesnar's a wild card. Like, we already know. Is Lesnar in War Games? Oh, no. You don't know what you're going to get from Brock Lesnar, especially in a match like that. So, I don't know. But it's probably going to be a Paul Heyman guy, because that's the only thing I can think of.
Well, We'll have to wait and find out. But what I do know, this was a fantastic segment, and this this Bloodline saga continues to get more and more intriguing every week. And all I can say is just get us to Vancouver, just get us to War Games now. But that's all I can say on that. So very good segment of the night, no doubt about it. Developing situation. Big Bronson Reed, now the 5th member of Team New Bloodlines. So it'll be interesting to see who answers the bell when it comes to the OG Bloodline. We got a couple more weeks to think about it. So not much more to say on that. Michael Bullock, let's get your thoughts.
Yeah, some interesting developments. Like you said, now Bronson Reed is now the 5th member for the new Bloodline team. So, like you said, a lot of things can happen with the OG Bloodline. I mean, who could join them? But, there's a lot that's in play. But I think, to me, the obvious choice, and this is the obvious choice, it's got to be Seth freaking Rollins, because who's he in a rival with right now?
Yeah,
and that's Big Bronson Reed. And if he wants to finish off Bronson Reed, I think he might want to be on the team, even though he has said that he wants nothing to do with Roman Reigns. He never wants to team with Roman Reigns again.
Yeah.
But I think the OG Bloodline's going to try to convince him, like, if you want to finish off Bronson Reed, this is your chance. Especially inside War Games.
And he is a veteran of War Games. He was in it last year on the winning side. So, Seth Rollins is no stranger to that structure.
Yes. So, I think it has to be the obvious choice, but you never know. They could surprise us with something else that we didn't expect. So, we're just going to have to wait and find out. Mm-hmm. But this was a good promo, so there's really nothing more to say. Let's move on, Fletch.
WWE Tag Team titles on the line. Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits. Unfortunately, the fight got thrown out at 8 minutes and 22 seconds. The fight got thrown out because of Tommaso Ciampa jumping into the fight and taking out everybody in sight. God, this fight was disappointing. Anthony Florio, what might have been is all I can say. It was getting there, and then the rug got pulled out from under us.
Yes, it did. And the Street Profits are one of the best tag teams in WWE, and Motor City Machine Guns is one of the best tag teams in the world. So it almost seemed easy for them to put on a good match. Even though just about every move looked great, the outcome was very predictable. The Guns just made their WWE debut a few weeks ago and won the title shortly after, so the odds of them losing the belts here were slim at best. The thing that was unpredictable was how it ended. Tommaso Ciampa attacked the Profits to cause a disqualification. Johnny Gargano tried to play peacemaker, but Ciampa shoved him to the mat and walked away. The Motor City Machine Guns tried to apologize to the Street Profits, but Dawkins decked Alex Shelley in the face before he and Montez Ford walked away. Even though a DQ ending is never ideal, the way this was handled set up some interesting possibilities for the future. And the way that Dawkins launched Alex Shelley over the announce table was insane. And this was about a 2.5-star match, to be honest here. And now a lot of people may not like what happened, but do you know what? I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. Because, we're getting the black and gold Tommaso Ciampa here.
Yes, we
He's
are.
on his way back. And business is damn sure about to pick up in the tag team.
Yeah, the Sicilian psychopath is on his way back.
And I'm here for it. I am here for it. I'm getting my popcorn ready. You better believe that. And I'm grabbing myself a front row seat because that was straight up cinema. And yeah, just another one of the highlights of an extraordinary second hour of SmackDown last night, and I'm going to have a lot more to say about that in just a little bit. But yes, I get where people are coming from. You know, the match had to end. Ciampa had to spoil the finish before. You know, he had to spoil the finish of the match just as it was getting good. I get it, but guess what? This is the world. This is professional wrestling, and this is what professional wrestling does. You know, you're not gonna get. It didn't need to be a five. It did not need to be a 5-star classic, and they're doing what they're supposed to do, and that is putting more of an emphasis on the tag team division on SmackDown. And you've got the 3 best teams in that division right now: the Motor City Machine Guns, the Street Profits, and DIY. Even though Johnny Gargano's a little reluctant, I know he's very reluctant right now, because we're clearly getting the Ciampa of NXT. I'm here for it, like I said. And Street Profits showing some heel tendencies. Yes, I love it. I think a heel turn will do wonders for them. I really do. That's just how I feel.
They were partially heels when, if you really think about it, they were partially heels when they first started with Bobby Lashley, if you think about it. But they never really fully embraced the heel turn because the fans wouldn't allow it. I don't know if the fans, it seems like the fans are now more receptive to it here now, but we'll wait and see how it plays out. So,
in case Ruby went in.
Oh, all right.
And she did a couple times.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Okay.
really,
he
really
had
not
to, I had
much
to
more
pick her up
to
whenever.
say about it.
Yeah. So
Easily 2.5.
Hi,
Easily
baby.
a 2.5 star.
Careful
match.
there. Careful there.
A couple of interesting
okay.
developments here.
Oh,
with,
I can see the shirt.
Yeah.
Nice.
With, easily with Ciampa,
You're welcome.
with teasing the, with the NXT, going back to his NXT days,
What?
and which we were all here for. He was insane, and we
It was
all know
around
how great.
9 o'clock.
So yeah, so and Street Profits showing heel tendencies. I like that as well, and we're cooking here. So we are definitely cooking here, and I'm here for it. So if it puts more of an emphasis on the tag team division of SmackDown, yes, sign me up. I'm all in. So that's all I can say about it. And I know Bullock had a little something on his end. I don't know. Okay, he's all right. Okay. All right. So 2.5 stars for this. So Bullock, a couple of developing situations here. Black and gold Tommaso Ciampa, yes, please. And a possible Street Profits heel turn. Again, I say yes, please. I'm here for it.
Man, I mean, you get both of those things, then we're really cooking here. So, yeah, 2.5 stars. I agree with the rating here. So, yeah, a lot that really unfolded with this. So, yeah, there's really nothing more for me to say. So let's move on, Fletch.
all right, it led us to the main event of the evening, which was Nia Jax versus Naomi for the WWE Women's Championship, and Nia Jax winning the match 14 minutes and 6 seconds, time of the fall, and it was Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae helping Nia successfully defending the title. Michael Bullock, it's yours.
Well, a lot of things came out of this. Well, first off, this was a 3.5 star match, and a lot came out of this one. Of course, the women's tag team champions, they were jumped by Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Mhm.
It's like, what's up with that? And then of course you had all the insanity with Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae. And it was because of all that Naomi came. I mean, she was this close, but unfortunately, things didn't go the way she was hoping it would have gone. So, 3.5 stars. The champs stay the champs. So, Fletch. I mean, there's a lot to make out of this one, and I don't know about you. I'm getting the feeling that it's building towards the women's war games.
Yeah, I think we may have the five for the heel on the women's side. If you think about it, look at the setup. Look how it's starting to set up. Especially there, like all of a sudden you got Tiffany, Nia. You got to think Liv's gonna do it. Raquel. Have they found their fifth with Candice LeRae? Is she the fifth? I guess we'll find out soon enough. And then on the other
I think it
side,
has to be. I mean,
and,
there can't be any other woman joining the team.
and then on the face side, you saw it. Bianca and Jade, they got jumped. Then we have, but then who fills that? Who fills the remaining spots? Naomi will probably make would definitely be the third. But then who do you add? It seems like the face squad of the women five is a little more difficult than the heels. I think we might have pinned down the heel five, but the face five is a little difficult to predict right now. Because there's a few girls that I can see that maybe that could be a part of that Survivor Series squad. We don't know. So I'm just saying. Anthony, go ahead, Bullock.
Well, I think there's got to be one other that I'm thinking of that's joining the face team. Who's right now the number one challenger for the women's world title?
It would be Io.
It has to be. Because
all right, then that's 4. Then who's the 5th?
Well, I already know, but you're gonna have to wait till Monday night to find out.
And I know who it is too.
So that's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna have to tune in Monday night to find out who that 5th member is.
All right.
So 3.5 stars. It's yours, Fletch.
3.5, no doubt about it. Fine match. I think they did it really well. And Anthony, I'll give it to you.
3.5 stars. Fight of the night, no doubt about it. And Nia Jax has had the best year of her career in 2024, and this match was one more entertaining performance to add to that list. The majority of this was great, but the ending was as overbooked as a bloodline match. The way Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill treat Bayley is fair due to what Bayley has done to them in the past, but the way Naomi just ignores it is weird. The way Nia Jax swung Naomi around like it was no big deal was impressive. Nia's headbutt looked brutal in the best way. Naomi's counter into a sunset flip was clean. And a lot of praise for this match on social media. Absolutely. 3.5 stars. Definitely the fight of the night. No question about it. And, Naomi got quite a few hope spots, but at the end of the day, it didn't pan out that way, as Nia Jax is still the WWE Women's Champion. No big surprise. I had a feeling she was going to win. And, well, as we know, the Raw that's going to air this Monday night was a taped show. It was taped as part of a double taping this past Monday night in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And when it comes to the Heat, there's definitely going to be a women's War Games match out of this, no doubt about that. You're going to have Liv Morgan, you're going to have Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae on the heel side. And on the face side, you've got Bianca Belair, you've got Jade Cargill, you've got Naomi. It looks like Io Sky is gonna add to that. A fifth member was announced. We're not gonna spoil it here. This time Monday night, we're definitely gonna have a lot to say about who it is. Bullock and I already know. Now, I don't know if MF read the spoilers or not. But
I not only read the spoilers, but I actually saw a leaked video of the actual moment happening. Yes, so I know who.
Yes, I did too. It was from a young man who I'm subscribed to here on YouTube. So that's how I found out about it, and I didn't want to spoil it for anybody. So, but we all know who it is. In case anybody out there does not know who it is, well, wait until Monday night, and when you see who it is, you're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe it's actually her. So that's all I can say on that. So we'll definitely elaborate a great deal more come Monday night on Ridiculously Raw. So for right now, though, 3.5 stars, fight of the night, no question about it. And I believe we go to the overall review, right?
Yes, we do. 8.5. I thought it was a solid show. Yes, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it could be different ways, blah, 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 blah. But 8.5, I thought it was a really good show. Anthony Floyer, what's yours?
Yeah, 8.5 for me as well. As SmackDown was ending, Roman Reigns was shown trying to call Paul Heyman, only to find out his number has been disconnected. Last night's show featured 3 title matches and 1 bout in a tournament for the Women's United States Championship. So on paper, it was a big show. In reality, it felt like somewhat of a run-of-the-mill SmackDown. Most of what we saw was fine, but the 2 best matches had overbooked endings, and one of them didn't even have a proper winner declared. The Bloodline story continues to dominate the blue brand, but a lot of other people are getting screen time to keep the show interesting. If you only see one thing from this show, make it the tag or women's title bouts. Both matches had some fun moments and made the competitors involved look great. And the second hour of the show in particular really cooked. And that's exactly why we're giving the high praise here tonight. So if you didn't see that second hour last night, I strongly suggest you go out of your way to watch that second hour and tell me that didn't cook. So 8.5 for me. Nothing more to say. Finish it off, Bullock.
Yeah, 8.5 for me as well. So yeah, there's really nothing more for me to add on to it. Do we have a Mikey's Mindset, Fletch?
We do have a brief little thing. I just got to get into it just for one moment. That was
all right, well, whenever you get it up, it's yours.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be for AEW Collision that they go down tonight, that they go down tonight. I will say this: Collision. Look, the thing in Providence I thought was actually not bad. I know there's some few people that said that it was actually a pretty good show. So let's see how this plays out. So we started out with Mia Sakura going up against Harley Cameron, and it was Mina winning the match in 8 minutes. Then after that, we had Johnny TV going up against Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia winning the match in 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Then after that, a whole bunch of promo stuff. Sheldon Benjamin going one-on-one with Commander, and it was Sheldon Benjamin at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Another solid match. Then a couple of promo segments. Then we had Powerhouse Hobbs going one-on-one with Bulk Bronson, and it was Powerhouse Hobbs winning in 3 minutes and 45 seconds. After that, this is one of those qualifying matches. The Acclaim going up against Rush and the Beast Mortos, and it was the Acclaim winning in 11 minutes and 15 seconds. They now find their way into that 4-way for the AEW tag team titles at Full Gear. Then after that, we had here it is. This is one of the big fights. Mariah May versus Anna Jay, no DQ for the AEW Women's World Title. And when it was all said and done, winner of the bout, 14 minutes and 30 seconds, still the AEW Women's World Champion, Mariah May. And I believe that was the no.
And don't forget the caveat that came out of the match, Fletch.
Yes, that Anna Jay will no longer get a shot at the AEW Women's World Title. She's done. That was her last. This was her best shot, her only shot. If she didn't win the belt, as long as Mariah is holding that belt, she is done.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as long as Mariah May holds that belt, Anna Jay will not be able to challenge for the world title for who knows how long.
Yep.
And with the way Mariah May's going, she's going to hold on to that title as long as she wants to.
So, oh yeah, no doubt about it. So, then after that, and then there was a little bit of Jon Moxley stuff at the end of the night. So that ended the AEW, the Collision show for AEW. And let me see, is there anything else? Any MLW stuff? Something that I need to talk about?
NMF. What happened at the end of Collision there? They had a music video. And it was set to one of our favorite songs, November Rain by Guns N' Roses.
Yes, I heard about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people were shocked that AEW was able to pull that off, but hey, credit to them. If you can do it, do it. I'm not mad about that. So that's it. We're done. We're out of here. So Monday night, we do it all over again. Ridiculously Raw, hosted by Anthony Florio, 10:30. And we'll have, obviously, Monday Night Raw, Floyd's Guys Tony's Take. On Wednesday, AEW and NXT recaps. Thursday, College Football Thursday. Friday, NFL Friday. 1 week from tonight, we do it all over again for the Cerebral Smack Talk. For Anthony Floyo, for Michael Bullock, I'm Michael Fletcher. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, leave a comment, share with all your friends on all the social media platforms around the world. We'll see you all Monday night. Have a good night, everybody. So long for now. Bye-bye.